This is a question from Max. What if firestorms covered entire continents? Imagine a wall of flames stretching thousands of kilometers, consuming forests, cities, and everything in between. No escaping, no safe zones, just endless fires sweeping across the land. These firestorms wouldn't be ordinary wildfires. They'd be fueled by extreme heat, gusting winds, and flammable atmospheric conditions, creating self-sustaining infernos. Some flames could reach hundreds of meters high, with temperatures hot enough to melt metal in minutes. The first effects would be catastrophic. Entire cities could vanish in hours, infrastructure obliterated, and millions of people displaced or worse. Power grids, communication networks, and transportation systems would fail instantly under the onslaught. The air itself would become deadly. Smoke and ash would block sunlight, reduce visibility, and make breathing nearly impossible. The atmosphere could fill with toxic gases, forcing survivors to wear protective gear or find underground shelters. Rivers and lakes wouldn't escape either. Evaporation from the intense heat could dry up freshwater sources, creating massive droughts even far from the fire line. The combination of heat and drought would make agriculture impossible, leading to global food shortages. The weather would spiral out of control. Firestorms generate their own wind systems, and the release of massive amounts of heat could trigger hurricanes, lightning storms, and pyrocumulonimbus clouds. Rain might fall, but it would be acidified by the chemicals in the smoke. Animal life would face total annihilation in the affected areas. Forest ecosystems would collapse, and species unable to escape or adapt would go extinct within days. Even marine life near the coast could suffer from ash and debris falling into oceans, creating toxic patches.
Human survival would depend on extraordinary measures. Cities might need to be abandoned entirely, with populations relocating to underground bunkers or remote fireproof regions. Air filtration systems, emergency food supplies, and self-sustaining habitats would become essential.
Global economics would collapse. Trade routes destroyed, resources burned, and industries halted, leading to an unprecedented worldwide crisis. Insurance, governments, and aid organizations would struggle to respond, overwhelmed by the scale of destruction. The psychological impact would also be severe. Hearing the constant roar of fire, seeing the skies darkened by smoke, and knowing there's no safe place could create mass panic and trauma. Human behavior might shift toward extreme survival strategies, alliances, or even conflicts over safe zones. The firestorms could even affect the planet's orbit and rotation indirectly. Large-scale atmospheric heating could change wind patterns, redistribute mass via melting ice in polar regions, and create long-term climate shifts. Volcanic activity might even increase as the crust responds to extreme surface heating. Still, life finds ways to adapt over centuries. Seeds resistant to fire, underground or aquatic ecosystems, and humans developing fireproof technology might survive and repopulate. New landscapes could emerge from the ashes, creating ecosystems never before seen on Earth. In the end, a world covered by firestorms would be terrifying and transformative. It would test the limits of human resilience, the adaptability of nature, and the balance between survival and extinction. Entire continents ablaze would be a constant reminder of the raw power of fire, forcing life to evolve, adapt, and endure, or disappear.